can get with this, cause this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Hollywood DA here again with the crew. This is it, media. Aha! We're doing a recap, review, Snowfall, episode 9, season 5. It's called Departures. Well, I guess before we jump into it, we want to say what's up to the people. Usually I hit Corduroy, but today I'm gonna hit Phenom up first. What's up?
Phenom 202 DDA representative. Yo, man, this episode it got back on the track, yo. I will say that, yo. We was shitting on it for a little bit, but they can't correct.
Okay, he's showing his hands on how he feels about this episode, but I can't lie, yo. I agree with you. Hey, Corey Roy, how you doing, man? What's good?
Hey, man. Yo, what's going on, man? It's Corey Roy here. I'm doing good. I'm feeling good. Yo, other than that, I'll let you know my thoughts on the episode once we get into it right now.
All right. So again, the episode is called Departures, yo. It's following the aftermath of the Fish concert. What's the people that used to do the Grateful Dead, the Grateful Dead-esque wedding, you know what I'm saying? That LSD wedding of love. So so everybody's coming off their high and this and that. Quickly, we jump into my boy, Detective Buckley, yo. So, because that was the cliffhanger.
Buckley.
Yeah, that was the cliffhanger out for last episode. Did he get the job done? That's what. And I think we all predicted he wasn't going to get the job done. I think it was pretty obvious the job ain't getting done. So they go into it and show how, basically did like a little recap of what happened. They murdered a couple of people. Kane got shot. He's in the hospital. But unfortunately, Buckley's partner gets killed. And so this is crazy. Kill a cop. Cop got killed. Next thing you know, it goes from a simple, like, sprinkle crack on him, like, we could kill him, just sprinkle a little crack on him, like, drug bust, to now it's a whole internal affairs investigation. And my boy Buckley was like, yo, we got to test you. We need to piss you right now. He was like, what? That's all I do for you niggas. I hate all your niggas in Pelican Bay. Like, he gave his Dizelle speech to the white man. Yeah. You don't say what we do, what we got to do. Lock them up.
24-hour lockdown. Something like, well, I forgot what he said. Something
shoot
like
program.
That. Yeah, shoot program.
That's the funny thing. He said that, but he looked at the black dude in the back. Guy. Oh, you motherfucker. he thought he was straight. He's like, give me the story. He gave me the story at the scene. He was like, all right, dog, I got you. Yeah. Nah, yo. So nigga straight under the bus.
Yeah, so how y'all feel about that? I will just say, I did enjoy how they showed what happened instead of just going through like the actual live time with him doing the recap, saying his version, but showing what really happened. I thought that was fly, but I mean, just overall, like I guess Corey, what you think about Buckley, and his situation right now?
Yeah, man. I mean, the episode definitely focused on a lot more on Buckley. But I love this episode. I love this intro, this whole situation, because you already know from the beginning of the episode it didn't quite go the way it was supposed to, because he has this look on his face like, damn, man, shit is bad. And of course, the cop the cop comes up to him and it's like, so what's the story? And typical what we all know, cops create their own narrative so they can get out of a situation, and he's right now creating his own narrative to make it look like they did the proper protocol that the police were supposed to do, but we see it from a different angle, and I love that, yo. I absolutely loved it. That's all I got.
All right, and Phenom, what you think, man? What's going down with Buckley?
The thing about, like I said, with Buckley talking to the other detective on the scene, explaining the situation, the situation would have been great if a cop didn't die.
Yeah,
they could have rolled with it.
True.
I think that's kind of what happened when Buckley got in front of the, his superiors. He just thought, I told my story. They got my back. Cop. They're like, no, one of ours died.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, Buckley got so amped, his bad wig started shaking, yo. It was so bad.
Yeah, he definitely got that bad. That shit horrible, Will.
That's a terrible Jerry curly kid on his head.
It remind me of Hollywood Shuffle, yo, when Keenan Ivory Wayans lost his third girl juice.
Oh, no.
It's not getting bad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, that's terrible. That's funny, yo.
His fingers for the juice.
Yeah. Every second he didn't put the activator in, his hair started drying up.
But yo, I mean, did y'all think? I didn't think Kane was gonna get shot. I just thought, it was a suicide attempt, and Kane was gonna be like, "All these niggas tried to get me." But even when he shot him, how come he didn't finish the job right there?
That's what I was wondering myself. Like, he shot him twice. Clearly, the guy was done. But then when he heard one of the cops went down, he just panicked. But I thought he was going to finish the job.
Yeah.
But I guess if you try to do the cop story right, you can't do a headshot because it looks too predictable.
Yeah.
So I was thinking. Yeah, I think that's what he was hoping, that he was going to die by making it look like he randomly is spraying him. Because if you really think how he shot him, he didn't shoot him boom, boom, like cops do right up there in the center, because it would have looked more of a predictable thing, because he had to make it look like they got ambushed when they came over to talk about some crack,
He shot him in the back, too. Oh, all right, so look. I like the episode. But, yo, what's up with the little ass gun? He got out the car with the Harlem Nights.
It's the 80s, yo.
He can't but he's accurate with that six shooter revolver, yo. I mean, the gun's like this.
He had training. He got training. I don't know, man. But this did lead to Buckley. I'm just gonna skip around just a little bit, or let's just jump ahead. This did lead to Buckley. Like, we found out more about him, man. He's going down the slippery slope, yo. This nigga went to go. First off, his wife, I guess ex-wife or whoever. It's like, what? Oh, you ain't got no job now, nigga? And I knew you on that stuff. You're not seeing the kids. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was about to. She was like, you don't hit me. I was like, she was on, like, OJ her ass for a second. But then he went to the drug spot, tried to buy a 20-piece.
Oh,
20
man.
ride. The boy's like, nah, you the cops. That motherfucker was like, well, fuck it. I was gonna buy it. Now I'm texting shit. Like, I'm the police. I'm the police. And I'm just gonna take
cocaine is a hell of a drug, man. And for real, make you do anything.
So, I mean, what y'all think about that? Because I didn't realize he was on crack. I just thought he was smoking, just sniffing the coke. Like,
I think he on everything. I mean, like, he on what's accessible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And all right. So this is my thing. Right now he's in effort mode. Because they're already going to drug test him. They're going to find shit in his system.
Oh, yeah. He know he's done.
Oh, yeah, That's what,
he just went on a bender, try to go see his kids. They're robbing people. Like, he lucky he didn't get killed. He probably was like, he didn't give a fuck at that moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, damn, he spiraled out of control, man.
Yeah, I think clearly, I mean, I know he had a drug problem, but I didn't know it was that bad. But you know how some drug addicts can kind of keep it under control. They are a working drug person. I mean, they're a functional drug addict. So I think that's what his situation was. But I think people started to realize he was slipping out of control. But clearly, when he took his badge and he took his gun, that power left him.
Yeah.
And then he was like, fuck it. I ain't got nothing else.
Regular dude now. He knows no protection.
He really did not want to lose that badge and gun, because he knew all that stuff he's been doing in the hood, they can come after his ass now.
Yeah. But you're right, yo. He definitely out there taking a chance with his life. You know what I'm saying? He could easily got killed. I think no reason he didn't get killed, because they thought he was a cop.
He was a cop.
He's still a cop.
So that's
they're going to find out.
Yeah. So he did go. Yeah. He went and saw Aunt Louie the Queen. Even though Aunt Louie's on my bad side, God damn it. But I still love Aunt Louie. But he went to go see her. You know what I'm saying? Basically, he was like, yo, it is what it is. I want my money. She was like, no, the job ain't done. He was like, no, fuck that. Like, basically, he was like, I done lost it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? I done lost it all. Yeah. And I thought she cold-hearted, because I was like, yo, I would just pay the dude. I mean, if anything, just get him out my hair. But instead, I mean, she cold-hearted. It was like, no, you got to go finish the job. And then when he was really wilding out, I think she realized, like, oh, this nigga is really tweaking. Now, she had to push the tray of coke away. Like, you know what I mean? So she was basically like, yo, I'll just put you on the payroll, man. So, I mean, do y'all think this is a good idea? What you think, Phenom? You think it's a good idea to put him on the payroll?
Look, I don't know if Louie's bringing him on the payroll to really get to his connections. Like she said, like he's still connected. He know all the good cops, bad cops, all the players. But is she trying to get him close so she can kill him? Because he's a loose end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to keep your friends close, but your enemies even closer. I think that's exactly what she's doing. I think she knows he's a loose end, and she's like, all right, because he was starting to go off the deep end. So she's like, okay, calm down. Just work for me. So I think what she's doing is she's trying to do a short-term fix to really eradicate a long-term problem.
Yeah, I feel like she was placating him at that time. Like, all right, this dude is wilding. Let me try to, sell him a dream. And dude, he ain't got no other options. Yeah. He loses his job as a cop. He gonna be like a super security guard or some shit. Nah, he too deep in the game, yo.
Yeah. What about you, O? What about your thoughts, man?
Yeah, I think what y'all saying are right as far as like keep your enemies close at this point, because it's still up in the air if they don't kill him or not. But they can't have him out there just going crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. He liable to get arrested himself and just be like, fuck it, I'm telling everybody or type shit, you know.
That's so true. He got nothing to lose.
Yeah, he ain't got nothing to lose. So I think it's good for her just to go ahead and give him some bucks, keep him on the team. Maybe he can provide something till they work it out what they'll end up doing with him. I mean, in the end, I think he's definitely is going to end up missing some way, somehow. Because he's just too wild. Right. You can't have no crackhead.
Hey, Franklin did it.
Oh yeah. I will say this though, Aunt Louie, yo, if you want to get in trouble with somebody or get in trouble with Aunt Louie, because I swear every time she be having these talks with these brothers, like whether it's Franklin, I mean that's a family, Buckley, like back in some of those old seasons, like whenever she talked, like the lady she killed to get the club, I mean, but they were, she be talking like, yo, baby.
Yeah,
give like bedroom eyes and shit. Like I'm like, yo,
she the ultimate negotiator, like, yo. I'm telling you, yo.
Is she about to fuck me? Like that's what he was like. Is she gonna kill me? Or
that's what I thought she was kind of doing that, but then I'm like, she's making this deal with Buckley, but she didn't consult Jerome with it. How Jerome gonna feel about it? Jerome don't like him.
Oh, Jerome's gonna hate that once he finds out about it.
She had to explain that away.
At this point, though, she wearing the pants in this family for sure. Like Jerome just along for the ride now.
Jerome is like, look, as long as I get my jam and Jerome's next week, I'm good. Look, baby, as long as I get my jam and Jerome, I'm good.
I do gotta shout out a Twitter person, Uncle Tristan _, yo, because he put out as far as this shit. He was like, LAPD holding a cop accountable is more unrealistic than the tiger. I was like, maybe so. He's like, they jumped the shark and the tiger. Like, nah, they jumped the shark, holding the motherfucker, put the cop in jail in the 80s.
That is true. That is true.
But for real, it's all just because the other cop got killed. Because the other cop didn't kill. Like I said, it would have been
they would have.
Moved on.
And was it a white cop?
Nah, he's Latino.
He's a person of color.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, it's still because of a cop, because they know it's all about politics and how they got to finagle this story. And so, it's about the cop being killed. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, now we get to, my bad, I'm fucking up here. So
it's all good.
Yeah, because I was thinking about something I didn't want to say. I can't say all my thoughts up here. I get in trouble all types of places. So we get into Leon, yo. Let's get to Leon, Franklin, Leon, Louie. So Leon's upset, of course. He catches worry. Actually, he even went to the hospital to see Kane. His people was like, yo, just tell me you ain't know nothing about it. And it was just like some dirty ass cops. He was like, he already know what it is, but he's just like, So, I mean, first he approached Franklin, though. It was just like, yo, what's going on? We just gonna let this slide? Franklin's basically like, yo, they're their own people. They doing what they need to do. And you could tell Leon was upset. I was surprised how Leon, one of the points was like, this is basically Leon's first time coming to his spot.
Yeah,
that was surprising.
I was surprised about that too.
I mean, how you feel about that? So it's like that separation.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting to hear that because they made a point to be like, yo, this is a nice crib, nice spot. And then Frank is like, yeah, man, I've been meaning to have you come over. He's like, I've been paging you all morning. It's like they really let it know, like, you don't really want me here. I'm only here now just because. But that separation is clear now between him and Leon. But then it goes back to stuff that we talked about in the episode. How can they show this separation between him and Leon, but freaking Franklin is still an arm's length within the streets? So, but either way, I did like that though, man. I did like seeing that dynamic between them.
Yeah,
that's all I got.
Yeah, and then it was crazy too because Leon gave my boy a book. He didn't read that shit. He was like, "Yo, you didn't even open this motherfucker.
You didn't even open this
motherfucker.
Take my book back.
Take my book back."
So you know what? Like Leon, Franklin is giving me Ghost from Power vibes. What I mean by that is, Ghost always wanted to control the situation, and when he wasn't controlling the situation, he was blowing up on everybody. He fucked over everybody. He fucked over Tommy. Tommy was his best friend. Now I seen like Leon and Franklin got issues. I don't know how that's gonna go, but like power started getting to his head, and everything started changing. You know what I mean? So for Franklin, for Leon to be like, yo, you my dog. Why would you let this happen? He's like, what you gonna do about it? He's like, what you want me to do? It's family. I'm not gonna start a war with my family. And Leon's from the streets. He's like, they're not my blood. This is not gonna ride.
Yeah. It's gonna come out.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and basically that's what he went to Louie with. So he actually went and confronted Louie about it and was like, yo, what's up? And Louie gave her side. I mean, honestly, I understand Louie's point of view though, for real. Like, I mean, the dude did try to kill all of y'all. Like,
I understand both their arguments.
Yeah, it's just once Franklin puts the truce on and we doing business, you know, you kind of gotta lay off. But if I was Louie before all that, I would have been like, yo, we gotta get this dude. And honestly, even afterward, this is the only time when all of Louis' back dealings, like, I can understand it. Like, I may not agree with it, but I definitely understand it. Like, come on, yo, we doing business with this man that just tried to murder everybody in your whole family.
Yeah.
Your girl, your mama, your unborn kid, your uncle, your aunts, like your best friend. Like, come on, like, why are we doing business with them? So, and she basically came, you know, brought it from the female's point of view, a woman's point of view, I should say, not female, a woman's point of view as far as, you know, she in this game, she got to do the extra. It's almost like she out here in this world. She's like, you're a black man, I'm a black woman, and I got to do extra. I can't let shit ride because shit rides, it's going to come back on me.
Yeah, she was speaking facts, real facts. Yeah. I mean, because she was speaking real facts. Because the way I feel is that nobody's looking at it from that perspective right now. Leon's like, yo, that's our boy. He ain't gonna do nothing. She's like, nah, this dude just got out of jail. He tried to kill your family. He may not do nothing now, but trust and believe. And you guys, we've all said this too. He gonna come back to finish the job.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Louis been around this game long enough to know. Clip those loose ends now because you don't want to get caught with a noose around your neck later.
It is.
I didn't like the fact that she lied to Leon though, and Leon has probably been
what she lied to him about.
She lied to him about
because she was like, then she say something like, you said Leon asked her was she good, and she's like, I'm fine, ain't nothing wrong, we good. But then she ended up putting the hit out on Kane. Leon wasn't prepared for that because he was trying to get everything set up.
Right. So, well, she did come clean with that at the end, and she said, "Yeah, I lied to you." Yeah.
That's like, you know, like you do something to somebody, and they be like, "Yo, did you do it?" Yeah, nigga, I did it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, we should have talked about this before or been on the same page. Like Louie, she wants to do her own thing, but she's fucking up everybody else in the process. You know? And that's my only issue with Louie, man.
I mean, I agree with you there, and. I mean, she's definitely doing her own thing, and it's just kind of fucking up the grand scheme of things, at least like from everybody else's point of view. But I will say, like I said, this is the one thing. Even though I don't probably agree with everything, the way she did everything, I understand it, yo. Like a dude tried to murder me and my family. Like I ain't gonna be like, yo, let's go set him up to get paid. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is the one thing I understand. Even if I don't agree with exactly how she went about it. But I guess in her eyes, that's the only way she could go about it because Franklin was already like, nah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, she really had no choice. I thought it was a smart way to go about it, and it would have worked if the cop didn't mess up. It would have worked. It would have worked.
Don't hire crackhead people. Don't hire crackhead.
There you go. That's the goal of the story. Don't hire crackhead. They're gonna crack it up every time.
Should have gave that money to Wanda. Wanda would have found a way to kill him with a toothpick
and a clip-on pencil or something.
Wanda get reformed crackheads people, not current crackheads, ex-crackheads. Ex-crackheads who do the job quickly.
Yeah. So what y'all talking about? So we talking about the Leon arc in the situation. What y'all think about him and Wanda?
Yeah, so him and Wanda.
I mean, it would be good to see them get together, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, so they did have their moment where they basically was like, he was like, yo,
he ain't going to Africa.
Remember what he said? I think he wants to go, but that's definitely the setup for him to get murdered. So I hope. I like
you talking about that.
Yeah, this is definitely like let's go to Africa shit. So
happens in all the movies. When they're about to leave the home, all of a sudden drive-by happens and everybody gets sprayed in the front yard.
They about to move to Atlanta,
yo. Exactly. And Wanda's clean now. Leon's in it's a good space, but as far as good a space you can be running a project drug business.
Yeah, he's running a project drug ring.
So as far as
he wants peace in the hood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. As far as like the headspace he can be, it's probably the best it can get. Right. And then she's in a good headspace. Honestly, I hope that's what I was like. I hope they just leave and make it out, but I don't see that happening. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I still feel Jerome is going to get it. That's my thing. I think Jerome is still going to be the one to get it.
They're definitely like 1A.
I think Jerome.
Might be head running.
I don't want Jerome to die.
I don't want him to die either. But that's why it would be. If it's good writing, then it would be Jerome because they have done a lot of background on Jerome, a lot of storytelling. We have been with this guy for all these episodes, and we're feeling for him now. His love, his passion. Yeah. We know everything about Jerome. What better way to really bring a stick in this series than Jerome? Because we wouldn't feel it that much if Leon died. We would, but if Jerome got it.
But it's different though. You're right. It's different. I like Leon, but Jerome is.
Well, what I'm saying is that I can see why Jerome would die because we've gotten more time with Jerome's backstory in this season. Yeah. We haven't had that much background with Leon yet to really grow with his character during the season. So if Leon was to die compared to Jerome, it wouldn't hit us the same.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because with Leon, we've seen his growth and like his arc, but it's just been thrown in bits and pieces every episode.
Correct. Yeah.
Jerome, we in it because especially with Louie being a joint top character, him. So we definitely in it. Now. Louie and Jerome, you know what I'm saying? They working their thing, and we got Franklin and Veronique working their thing. So, they get together. Your boy's like, yo, let's just skip town for a second. Like that's how you know life is good, bro. This dude, he get on the private plane. Oh no, I'm flying the private plane. You know what I mean? Like you know what I'm saying? They go off to some island or Panama, or I don't know where they went to. Honestly, anybody
I don't know either.
I don't think they said in the episode. But they got him.
It looked like
where did he land the plane?
I just guessed. I just said, it was an airport. I just figured Panama.
I must have blinked at that part.
I just figured Panama. Yeah, because they even said just such and such and kind of clears.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
But I was just thinking Panama just because he does business in Panama. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's where the bank got all his money. But it must be nice just to be like, yo, let's take a trip. Instead of hopping in the car, we just hop in the plane.
I mean, they hopped in the car. Like I'm telling my wife right now, yo, you want something from McDonald's?
I know.
And you just hop in the car and go through the drive-through. That's exactly how I got on the plane. So you want to go to the island real quick? All right, yo, let's just get this. Let's just get on this plane and just fly over.
Because most people like that, they have like the little 2-person plane or whatever. This motherfucker had a plane with like windows. He had like the joke with the 2 propellers. Like this motherfucker had a whole like little private plane. Like
he had a plane. Yeah,
I know. So shout out to them.
That's when you know it's real when you say it twice. He had a plane.
I know, like
like when people are like for real, like for real, for real. That's when you know it's
that nigga
legit.
dead. Is he dead?
Is he dead? That nigga dead. Oh shit.
But,
like, babe, you gonna give me something tonight? Are you tired? Are you tired?
When black folks say it twice, it's serious.
So what y'all think about like, are y'all tired of Veronique? Like, do you think she serves no purpose? I mean, like, at first I thought she was like a ride or die, like, I'm down for the cause, whatever. But now she's like a side note. Like, not even a main character no more.
I mean, I think she fits for the story. I mean, I think she's there for what the story is. I mean, other than just that, I think she's written for what she is. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with Veronique. I mean, me personally, no.
I mean, they were sharing like, Franklin was like, I've done some bad stuff. She said, I've done some bad stuff too.
But yeah, that's what. Yeah, he basically like let her know everything that he saw with his LSD trip, and then basically he was like, "Yo, I'm a monster." It comes down to it. He realized like all the shit he done did is bad, and she said her story like, I done did some bad things too. Now, I mean, I still think she'd rather die for a meal. I just think she's logical, like smart with it. I mean, like somebody tried to shoot her. It's like, she's like, well, you said you'll keep me safe, yo. I'm hiding under tables, like, you know what I mean? So I understand.
Yeah,
I understand that. Like, I didn't say I don't like her in the story. I think they kind of just threw her in the story because they want like this kid storyline and all that. But
it's time for him to fight for, like, give a reason,
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. It's a storyline that they've created for him to have a reason for the push and pull of why he needs to stay in the game and get out of the game.
Yeah,
because they did bring that up in that conversation about you do want to get out. He's like, yeah, I really do. Yeah. So that could be the reason for her.
I wish almost that she was introduced last season, like.
It would have been better.
I would have understood it more, but I think a lot of people don't like it just because she just kind of got thrown in the season. Like, first episode, all of a sudden she like she her ride or die. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just like
how they met.
Yeah.
Like how you approached her, all that shit. No, it's like,
we didn't get into that.
Got a girlfriend.
Yeah, basically, and I think that's kind of. And that's why everybody's so leery of her too. Like, where she just came out the blue. Like, we don't know anything about her.
Yeah. So where did she come from? How did he meet? Because in Franklin's position, he don't be meeting girls like that. Mm-hmm. So I mean, Franklin meets other girls, like girls that just want to, the 2-piece and a biscuit girls, the dollar menu girls that just, chick the quick thrill. But this girl's on a whole nother level. She a steak dinner at like so how did he meet her?
She's smart, educated. It's probably
they didn't go into that. So, but I don't have a problem with her being in the show. We'll see how it pans out.
Now, one thing I would say during the honest period they were having, there was some not honest moments there. Like Franklin she didn't tell Franklin that she went and saw Kane.
No,
you know what I mean?
No, she didn't.
And Franklin know Louie put the hit out on it. But he don't know that he might be implicated because Veronique stepped out there and talked to Kane. You know what I mean?
No, I didn't realize that. Yeah,
that's a big thing too, because like Kane may think Franklin has something to do with it because Veronique happened to come in and all of a sudden cops are coming to put a hit out on him. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I'll probably watch out about too, man.
That's a good point. Good point.
Yeah. And we can get off into a little side stories here. First, I mean, I'll leave it up to y'all. Sissy and KGB, y'all got any thoughts on that? Because I ain't to lie, yo. All this Sissy, yo, I hate her now, yo. I hate to say hate, but that's a strong word. But I mean,
I hate this storyline.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I'm not even gonna lie. My thoughts. Look, I've said it before in the last show, and look, I don't want nobody to take it. Don't come for me. But I wish she would just cut that mole off her chin every time it comes in the camera. I'll be wanting to just pluck that off, yo. I'll be like, just take that. But nah, anyway, the storyline sucks, man. I mean, really. I mean, she's made a deal with the devil. Clearly, you got to know, like, look, there's no way of getting out of this. Yeah. But for some reason, she feels that she's going to get out of this situation by giving up Teddy. And the guy's already said, we want Franklin. In his own words, he's like, we want Franklin. But she won't give it up. But yet she kind of does.
Well, they want Franklin to get the Teddy. You know what I mean?
That's the cover, man.
Yeah, why? I mean, but he's supposed to be KGB. I don't think he. Honestly, now I don't think he's.
I don't know what the hell.
I don't think he's with an American agency. But he may. But either I would just be like, why do you need to know all of Franklin's business? I mean, you just need to know Franklin deals with Teddy. Like that's it, and you already know that. So like, why you need to know all his business? So I mean, I'm sure they probably don't try and find a way to tie like. If anything, maybe they want their hooks on Franklin or what have you. You know, but either I just think the storyline.
It's a bad storyline because even the whole thing with him showing up at Avi's.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna get to next. So we get him and Avi. Yeah. I mean, no, we can get it to.
Yeah.
Well, before him and Avi did have a conversation with Teddy. Teddy was like, "Yo, bro, I need more guns. Can you give me more guns?" Avi said, "Yo, I can get you anything, my friend."
Good old Avi.
Yeah, if you want it, I got you. I know somebody who knows somebody. So he's like, "Have I ever disappointed you?" Teddy's like, "Hey, a whole lot, fucking lot."
A whole lot. Yeah, I mean, I thought that was cool. I mean, that's the introduction to Avi. Avi is Avi, man. He's great. Every moment he's on camera, yo, that brother just gives it, man.
Yeah, so he steals the show every time. Man.
Yeah, he does. He really does.
But I just think, okay.
No, but like let's circle back a little bit. But it's funny though because when Sissy and him was standing on the mountain or whatever, and she was like, "Yo, I gave you everything. Like I gave you a supplier. I gave you the guns. Everything. Why do you want Franklin? You know what I mean?" And that's what he didn't get. And, it's funny, Corey, because you bring it up. Like, I always think about Austin Powers. Remember when Fred Savage came in and Austin kept looking at the mole like that? That's how I feel like when she's talking, I'm like, I keep looking at her damn mole. When she had a profile.
When she got the profile.
I'm like, I see the mole, yo. It's kind of hard to
that joint be sitting off like this, yo, on her chin, yo. I be wanting to just pluck that shit off.
Yeah, man. I understand it's her. She probably,
Yeah, she just rock with it. You can freeze it off, though.
Just I don't. Just so you know, the opinions of them are not the opinions of me. That's all. Just some.
But yo,
it is what it is, Joe.
It is what it is.
Y'all look at more. Y'all look at more. I just look at them big cheeks. She be sashaying sometimes. Like you ever see how she be walking? She be walking like I'm like, okay.
You got a caboose, yo.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, mama.
You got a caboose.
Mama be. But she don't just walk normal though. She be twisting out and switching. What's it called? I can't even talk. Switching. Yeah, she be switching her ass off. Sashaying like a bitch. I'm like, all right, baby, go ahead.
But that's the thing, like, so it goes from that, then like back to like Teddy and Avi. And the thing about it is, what I like about Avi is, he was like, hold up, Teddy, move out the way. Hey, what's up, shorty? What's up? Like, oh, you Persian? You from there? I spent some time.
He knew it right.
Oh yeah.
Like, he put the moves on it. Like,
Avi was still spitting that game, yo. I was like, okay, Avi. Definitely spitting that game.
Like, man, if I was a young boy.
Yeah, he did say that. Yeah. I mean, knowing her, she crazy. She probably jump on Avi, yo, because she loved that life.
Yeah, she definitely ain't got it all. And then we also, from that, I got like, when he was like, we're about to ramp this up, it almost sounds like he thinks that the end might be near. As far Teddy, I mean, he was like, "Yo, we're about to get more guns, this and that, and we might be able to
he did
end this." So, of course, I was like, "Yo, what's up?" You know what I'm saying? I hope this don't end our friendship. And Teddy hit him like, just like America in general, yo, it's always another war. Don't worry, brother. Like, we'll be somewhere else.
Yeah,
before you know
it. That's a good point. I remember that.
Yeah. So the KGB folks, they come after Avi. Yo, Avi hard.
He put up a hell of a fight.
Yo, he did. Avi old ass. As soon as he recognized him, he's like, boo, he started, he threw it up over quick. But
he was like, I know. He didn't even finish his statement. He pulled his gun up. He's like, I know. It pulled it up early.
Yeah.
It put up one hell of a fight, man. I thought he was going to get the upper hand on that, man. For real.
Yeah. Y'all think he's gonna die? You think they're killing Avi?
Nah. I think he's gonna be a bargaining chip. And again, I don't understand why Avi had people around him, yo. You know what I mean? When you move, you gotta have somebody with you at all times, yo. And you gotta have the whole force, but somebody gotta be with you.
Yeah,
they introduced the KGB just like that. He looking at a Teddy magazine in the car. They got the car going there. I thought they was going to Teddy place. I didn't know where they were. So Avi came out. The dude had like 2 lines, 5 minutes, he's dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think they'll kill Avi. I don't even think it's gonna be a trading ship. I think they'll try to make a deal with Avi. I mean, because what can they trade? I mean, it ain't like Teddy don't trade. Like the government ain't don't trade shit for Avi. Avi's a war criminal, an arms dealer. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, he's like Destro on Cobra. You know, he's going where the I don't want to say going where the money is, but I don't think they're going to kill him. Yeah,
but Teddy need him though, because Teddy can need all them guns.
I mean, he needs them, but I don't know if they'll.
I think it's going to be a bargaining chip.
Yeah, I think they'll try to negotiate some shit with Avi just to flip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I think so too.
Like I don't think it's going to be a hostage situation, but it might be. That's when I say bargaining chip. That's oh my bad. When you said bargaining chip, that's what I'm thinking of, like a hostage situation. Like we got such and such. Like
we got so and so. What are you gonna? Yeah.
No, I don't think that's what. I think it's gonna be more of like you'll come work for us. We'll side you. We ain't gonna kill your ass. Like you know what I mean. That type of shit. And we just gonna see where Avi goes. So. So we're about to wrap all of this up, but we'll get to the most important parts. Like basically, this is the meat and the potatoes right here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Get to it.
The whole. I mean, it's really a few short scenes, but it's the whole show wrapped up as far as this episode. I should say. The first one is Louie meets up with Teddy. Mm-hmm. They go ahead. They'll do this business. Gustavo hits Teddy with the you think it's smart? Teddy's like, man. Franklin ain't don't do shit, basically. Basically, it's like Franklin ain't don't start a blood feud. Franklin ain't don't do shit. Franklin's like this and that. Gustavo said, no. So, I mean, what y'all feel?
That's the wise man. Like, he don't talk a lot, but when he talk, you need to listen. And that's what Teddy need to understand, too. Like, him and Gustavo's always quiet. Teddy does all the talking. If Gustavo, he's a good soldier, like Teddy says he needs to do something, Gustavo hit him with this. And just walk out the scene, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This time, he's like, I gotta get this off my chest. I gotta put this in the ether. I gotta say it. Because you can't say I ain't told you so.
Yeah.
And that's what I think it's gonna be.
I like that, man. The fact that he finally said something, got off his chest, and typical Teddy, not listening, thinking it'll be all right. It'll be all right. And he's like, I don't know, senor.
I know. For real.
You know, and then eventually after he kept telling her, he was just like, all right. It was like, he's like, I told you so. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I think Gustavo is really ride. I think in the end, he might end up riding with Franklin. Like, I think something might happen. If it comes down to Franklin, it comes down to a Franklin Teddy situation, I think he's gonna ride with Franklin.
Yeah, Team Franklin. Yeah,
so
because he's seeing how shady Teddy is.
Come to that, yo. Because I mean, I always go back to like Franklin was fucking with Gustavo before the drugs, like
early
wrestling. Yeah. He has something for an autograph. He tried to get an autograph from him.
Yeah, that's right. He was like Hulk Hogan to him. He was excited to be there. He was like, I forgot what his wrestling name was, but. Oso, you know, he wanted his name and everything. So yeah, he was, because he called him Oso for a long time before he started calling him Avi. I mean, shit. I'm
Gustavo.
Sorry, Gustavo.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's you know, but yeah, that's, and then of course it leads into the next scene. Ali, go ahead.
The next scene, Franklin goes ahead, meets up with Aunt Louie and Jerome. He tells Louie, you know, that he understands why she did what she did with the Kane situation. He even gave like kind of a little apology and everything. Like, you know, I understand you have to do what you got to do, whatever.
Yeah.
And basically, he's like, yo, the only way we don't make it out this game is to be a family. We gotta, you know what I'm saying, come together. And at this one time Franklin was like, you know what I'm saying, let's just come. My bad, you was right, I was wrong, let's just come together. They hit her with the, all right, well, we making a deal with Teddy. We're going behind your back. You know what I'm saying? She just dropped the bomb on my boy. It's like, yeah, thanks for all the love, but guess what, Nick Rowe? We out. We out. Talking about, but no, we expanded. We'll give you a city or some shit. He was like, yo, that was my idea. Like, the expansion was my idea. It was like, well, we doing this. doing that.
That was crazy.
So
I loved it though, man.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I didn't love it because I don't want to see them feuding, because it's the reckoning. It's happening, man. It's happening. But yeah, man, he hit her with all the game he could possibly throw at her to put the peace flowers. Well, I'm okay. Maybe I shouldn't say game. He was throwing all the flowers he had at her.
I think he was hot.
Even that situation.
I think he was speaking his truth.
But she won't bind it because she's Queen Bee right now. She's got a plan and she is executing that to perfection. And she's like, I'm sorry if you family, but this business. So she hit him with that, yo. And that's it.
It's funny though because like I rarely feel bad for Franklin. You know what I'm saying? In his ascension, I know he go through shit, but I really felt bad that he was like really. Everybody came off the LSD high. Mm-hmm. Everybody remember their conversations from being on there. So they're trying to say, hey, what I was saying was real. You know what I mean? So Frank was like, no, let's get together. Let's get this money. Let's be partners, not that kind of hierarchy. Yeah. And Louis was like, nah, you can have this little, what part of LA you want?
I know.
He's like, hold up. One part of LA while you going to Arkansas and the Midwest and all that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He looked pissed too.
His whole face went from.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he did the Franklin. This is signature, yo. You gotta watch that. Franklin do the head joint. He be like, I can't do it. But once he put his head to the side, if you ever see his head go to the side, it's on and popping. He was like,
what the fuck?
What? He was like, man. He was like, this is what you want? You was like, but basically,
you wanted to be. What did he say? Something like you wanted to be the head.
Yeah, you want to be out front. You want to be out in front or whatever.
Yeah.
He was like, good luck. But for real, he the only one that knows with all that shit. Like, there's a lot of stress. Like we talked about before. I mean, that's why he had that crazy trip on the LSD. It's a lot of dealing with family, CIA, like rivals. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of stress. And he was like, "Oh, that's what you want to be." I was like, "You about to see what it is. You about to see. You think it's all fun and games out there? That shit ain't fun at all."
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting. I almost like. It was real interesting because it wasn't to the very end of the episode when I actually start to reflect back on that scene, and we'll talk about the end of the episode in a second. I actually reflected back on that scene and was like, was there a hint of Franklin that was a little bit relieved about that situation? I don't know. Just something I thought about.
Well, that's a good thought. Yeah. I don't think in the moment he didn't feel relieved. He felt pissed and betrayed and how y'all gonna do this to me? You know what I mean?
Yeah. We family, like Vin Diesel say.
We family.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
like
all about family.
He didn't try to kill Kane. You know what I mean? Right. Eventually, it's going to get back. That Louis put the hit out, and you gonna need us. We got to put all our minds together and all that stuff. And I feel bad for Jerome too, because Jerome was like in the middle again.
Yeah, Jerome just won his records though.
And the nephew that he done raised. And Jerome was like, man, I just want to sell my weed, dog. And I jammed Jerome's. Now I'm all up in. I might die because of this shit.
Yeah. He definitely lead in the front running to catch a bullet next week.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then we come to the end of the episode, and basically it's Teddy and Franklin meeting up in the diner, as they have many times before. They always had good conversations, and basically, Franklin, lets Teddy know that he already knows about Louis going behind his back. Teddy tried to hit him with the, his business, never personal shit. Franklin hit him with the, all the shit I did. He was like, I done murdered people. I done went to jail. I done got my ass kidnapped. He was like, he
named a lot of stuff. You really think about it, yo.
Shit. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I've been through a whole lot of shit for you to go behind my back. And then Teddy hit him with the, well, shit. You got paid well, like you made money. And Franklin's like, you're right. I made a lot of money. You made a lot of money. So
and then he hit with that number, like $53 million. That's in the 80s.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So that's just crazy right now. So basically it's like, yo, I made you this money. Guess what? You should be good. I'm out. This nigga going ahead and put in his 2 weeks. Like that motherfucker's like, here's my resignation letter. Like, I'm good. And it's like,
yeah, sure did.
Franklin was like, Teddy was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? They did a little handshake, but of course you could already tell Teddy was like, man, this motherfucker here. But I mean, what y'all think, man? What you think about this, man? This diner meeting.
You glossed over one major part of that scene, though.
What's that?
Like, Teddy walks in there Franklin sitting down. Teddy's like, "Hey, what's up, Franklin? Yeah, Castle Coffee. What kind of pies do you have? Hey, yeah. So bring a piece of apple pie." Then when Franklin dropped that bomb on her, the waitress came back. She's like, "What's that? Bitch, get out of here."
Yeah,
that's how the whole demeanor changed on that shit.
Everything changed.
That's how you know that pie. Teddy was pissed. You know what I'm saying? Teddy was pissed behind Franklin. And my thing is, when Franklin said that to Teddy, I'm like, dude, there's no way out. Like Teddy can end you at any time. Not just kill you, he can get you locked up for life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because
there's no way out.
Remember last episode, he broke in their house and took all them pictures, all the documents.
Yeah, Franklin doesn't know that.
Yeah, he doesn't know that, but Teddy knows his whole life. He got all his business holdings and whatever.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great scene because you see Franklin really putting a stake in the ground, like, I'm out. Because Franklin really wants to be out, because Franklin is smart enough to know that there's never going to be a way out of the situation. There's always going to be always one more with Teddy. So he's trying to really get out. So he's like, fuck it, I'm out. You want Louie, then you got Louie, and I'm out. So in this situation, it really should be that way. But we know Teddy's a sore loser. We know he is not going to let this go down easy. So Franklin's not out.
Yeah, because for real, in the grand scheme of things, I mean, he could just be like, all right, Louie, take over.
All right.
But like you said, Teddy don't like shit. He ain't a sore. Like if it ain't on his terms, there are no terms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can't just walk away. Like I didn't say you walk away. Like you just don't walk away. So it's crazy, man. But you would think, and I was when I was just watching the episode, I'll go spontaneous in my head because I was like, yeah, he's gonna get his ass. But if I was Franklin, I was just like, I'm make millions upon millions of dollars in the 80s too, like you said, Corey. So this is big money. I mean, it's big money now, but it's real big money back then. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I know I work for the CIA, I would have like 5 fake passports, like this and that. And the fact I wouldn't even have told Teddy I was quitting. If we was quitting, I would just be like, I would just find a way. I would have a plan just to disappear. I know the government can find you anywhere, but at this point, just because Teddy is kind of like rogue or what have you, if he just went off to some European country with fake a whole fake identity, would Teddy be able to find him? Maybe so. Maybe not. But if he ain't selling drugs or doing shit, like if he's just sitting on his money doing whatever in his places, I think he could have got away, man.
Make a good point, man. Like there's some planning that could have been involved, like just that right direct hitting, but that was Franklin going off emotion and pissed about what Louie did. So he's like, oh, okay, you hit me with this, I'm hitting you with this. But you're right, he could have planned that and got out of all that. Fake passports, I mean, he got the money, and Teddy doesn't have the backing of much of anybody to even do anything or go anywhere. So if Teddy wanted to find Franklin, shit, man, it would take him. It wouldn't be worth the means to an end. But
because he ain't really got the government behind him.
Yeah, he ain't got the government behind him to go travel and do all that stuff.
They just be like, you got our money, like go deal with Louie. That's probably whoever did play, That's
exactly what they say. They like, you focus on Louie, stick here, do this, and blah blah blah.
Get our money, let's keep it moving.
Yeah,
but yeah,
but I like this. Oh, go ahead.
But no, I was gonna say, as you spoke up earlier, Corey, like with the Louie thing, like it was almost like a relief. I mean, Franklin, maybe he did. I mean, him and Veronique just talked. Maybe even though he was pissed off, this is his out. Like I think he saw this as his out. All right. Yeah. I know I can't never quit the CIA for real, but fuck it. If you want to replace, like, you got a replacement here. You basically set your replacement up to replace me anyway, almost. Like, so fuck it.
Right.
Deal with it.
Yeah. That's what I started to think at the end of this episode. I was like, did Franklin feel some relief there? And did he use that opportunity that he really didn't want to happen, but like, you know what? This is my out. This is my time to finally get out, because he did have that conversation with Veronique not too long ago early in the show. So that's what made me think about that.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this one, only because I agree with that scenario. But another scenario I wouldn't be surprised with is Franklin like, all right, y'all gonna cut me out? Go ahead, y'all gonna see, y'all gonna need me because Louie can't do everything. Teddy, you and I thought we had and frankly even said, I thought we really shared some kind of bond over this time. I understood what the dynamic was, but we was in some shit together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They have been. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Franklin's like, he might sit back and be like, you watching somebody do something, they ain't asking for your help. So you sit back
watch them
like
fail.
Oh, you need my help now? And that's exactly what I think is going to happen. You know what I mean? They can't get away from each other. And I don't think everybody knows that Teddy doesn't have all the backing with the CIA. So Franklin doesn't know how Teddy fucked up. He just know he came back and now he's running shit, but he don't know why.
Yeah, true.
So we'll see.
Well, this is a good episode, man. I definitely liked it better than the previous two. I mean, a whole lot better than the previous two. So, good episode for me, man.
I think this might be one of the better episodes of the season. I mean, it definitely got everything back on track, So, I mean, I'll just say it's definitely getting stuff back on track. So I hate that it happened so late in the season. Shit, we only got one more to go.
That's it. One more to go, which it kind of sucks. But yeah, you're right. Make a good point. But it's a better episode, better on track. We didn't have all that craziness going on with the tiger and the LSD. That was good. So I like this episode. It was a grounded episode. It kept the story moving, and every scene meant something for the next scene coming ahead until we got to the very end with the whole thing about Teddy and Franklin. So I loved it, man. Great episode.
What you think, What you give this?
4 bricks, yo. I think it was a solid, more than a solid episode. I think everything was good. One thing I will say, I need to know what's going on with Peaches, man. What the fuck is going on? Ain't nobody say shit.
Damn, they ain't said nothing about
Peaches gone.
It's dead.
Like you said.
But the way this story goes, it's gonna be like, yo, Franklin actually gave Peaches the money to run off, and then just like, I can see.
You never know. That's so true.
But
that can happen.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, that's true. That would be something if we don't even hear any more about the Peaches storyline at the end of this season. It's like, well, what was the whole purpose of all that in the first 4 episodes? But I would not be shocked, because we know the writing has been quite sketchy. But I give this one 4 bricks out of 5. Actually got maybe a 4.5 out of 5. It was really a good episode, and that's what I give it. What'd you give it, O?
Yeah, I actually with you 4.5, man. I was saying 4, and then I was like, actually, I enjoyed it. I can't, because I was like, why isn't it 5? I mean, it's not the craziest episode, but it definitely was good, and it had some good scenes in there that I liked, I mean, just between the Franklin and Louie scene and the Franklin and Teddy scene, you know what I'm saying? Your boy, he did some good acting there. And like I said, once he did the head tilt to the side,
right,
you knew it was on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
Franklin is talented, y'all.
He can act.
He's showing his damn acting chops in this season. You know what I mean? You could tell I think he Franklin in real life sometimes, man. The way he act, like, he's just that damn good actor, yo. But they always say people from Britain, that's why they get cast in American roles, because their acting is so
so good.
But they do a lot of more. I think they do a lot more stage acting and other stuff coming up than over here.
Well, it definitely shows, because they be killing it. They be killing it.
Yeah,
they do.
I mean, because it's one thing to act, but they be acting with their voice as well. That's a whole nother dynamic. Like to do the accent as well as come on now. That's a whole nother.
Because it always throws you off when you see them talk. Like the first time you saw Idris talk. First time
from Stringer Bell in The Wire. Yeah.
I was like, man, who the fuck
is this? Who this dude?
I know.
That ain't Stringer Bell.
Yo, like Idris Elba and Damson Idris, they can act. You know what I'm saying? You know how we say black people say things twice? Can they act? No, they can act.
Yeah, they can act. Yeah,
they hold that shit down, yo. I love this shit, man.
Doing a good job. Well, hey, man, that's it, man. I think, unless you got something else you want to...
No, that's it. We're going to the last season next week.
All right.
Next week, we're going to see what's on. Hope they end with some fire.
Yo, man, so we're going to wrap this up, man. Look, this was a great episode. Man, the last episode is next week, so hopefully we'll see how they land the plane. Hopefully they don't overshoot the landing. I sure hope so, because I really love Snowfall. I want them to land this so good, but we'll see what actually happens. Other than that, don't forget, everybody, to subscribe to This Is It. keep watching us. We'll have live shows on Mondays and Wednesdays, so don't forget to watch those. We will still be doing another Snowfall reaction next week, so come check us out then. Other than that, I'm Corey Roy. As I said, don't forget to subscribe to This Is It. Going past to my man Phenom. What's going on, bro?
I'm 202. Yo, like Corey said, land the plane. You know what I'm saying? They gonna put us on a cliffhanger. We already know that, but land the plane. Give us something to look forward to in season 5. Yo.
Yeah, man. No doubt. Ali, what's up?
Nah, same. Everything y'all said. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they wrap this season up in a good way. Or, you know, like Phenom said, more than likely it might be a cliffhanger going into season 6, the final season. You know, it's the confirmed final season. So we'll see how it goes. And that's it, pretty much. Yo, y'all see this joint? Watch some other videos on the channel, yo. Click another video. That's pretty much all I gotta say.
Click another video right there, wherever them videos are at.
Yeah, click something else.
Subscribe.
That's it. All right.
Peace.
This is for the family. Thank y'all for watching. Everybody out there, have fun, live your life, be safe.
All right. Peace.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you'll get with this, 'cause